See if the Marlins can do that here tonight. All right, at the Marlins Fantasy Auction we held on FSN a couple of months ago. Always a fun night to raise lots of money for the Florida Marlins Community Foundation. And the winner of the watch party, one of the coveted events on the menu that night, Lawrence Levy. He held that great watch party at his office. Here's a close-up look.
It is the Sharp Business Systems watch party. You get the creme de la creme of the HD TVs, the 52-incher, catered dinner for 20 during a Marlins road game. We're getting a bid right now.
The party took place last weekend, and it was big. The auction winner chose to have the event at his office rather than at home, but it was far from businesslike. There was music, food, fish fans, and the Marlins on the 52-inch TV.
I bid in the auction every year, and each year I did something different. Once I did the Goodyear Blimp, once I did swim with the Dolphins, and this year I was sitting home and I saw the TV, and I've been trying to put big TVs in the office, and I said, I'll get that TV. And somebody kept bidding against me. In the end, they did 2 TVs in the end, and so that's what happened. And then when I heard what the package was, I figured, well, I could really make this special by putting the dolls outside and bringing all my stuff I have from my house here, and that's what I did.
Now, he's a friend of yours, obviously. When he bid on this, is this what you were expecting, or were you thinking it was going to be something different?
Knowing Lawrence, it's exactly what I expected. Right down to all the items that he has posted on the wall. He's got a bigger collection than I do.
Is that his normal style?
Yes, anyone who knows Lawrence Levy knows he does everything big. Levy does everything huge.
How did it turn out?
It turned out awesome. Everybody showed up. We had the Mermaids, Billy the Marlin, we had Frank, and every other event planners are here, and everything looks good.
The food for the watch party was donated by a local caterer who also happens to be a big Marlins fan.
Oh yeah, we're big Marlins fans. We have 41 game plan. We also followed them up to Tampa. It was really nice to see them play in Tampa in another stadium.
Oh, we're having a great time. Actually, it was a very good turnout. We ended up having 60 people today, so it was very good.
We called this prize package a watch party in our FSN Fantasy Auction, but it's turned into so much more than that. With 75 invited guests, it's turned into a bit of a dance party along with the game, and the biggest individual collection of Marlins memorabilia that I've ever seen.
Not all at once, luckily. It's over the years. It doesn't, when I put it all out, I realized, holy cow, it's worth a lot of money if I put it on eBay or something. But over time, there's some things that are as cheap as $5, some things that cost me a couple $1,000s. My favorite things would have to be the game-used items, which are very hard to get. Brad Penny's shoes, which he wore in Game 5, are some of my favorite things. I got that. One of my favorite things is the Cubs actually printed World Series tickets, and they were so sure they're going to go to the World Series.
To top it all off, the Marlins beat the Mets, making the occasion more festive, and the contribution to the Marlins Community Foundation through the fantasy auction all the more worthwhile.
I really thought that when people came here, they'd be very surprised, especially the Marlins people, thinking, oh, this is just a game-watching party. We'll show up, we'll hang out, that'll be it. I don't think they even knew it was going to be like this.
You're going to tell them to bid next year in the fantasy auction?
Absolutely. We'll be there front and center, as always.
All right, thanks for Frank Ford for taking in the watch party for us here on Marlins On Deck. Up next, we'll talk with Kevin Gregg, the closer, when we return on deck to Dolphin Stadium. Game 2 around